till I can't no more.
I got the horses in the back. Horse stock is a
Okay, very good morning to all of you. So this is Vijayam Physics classes. Okay, myself I am Siraj Kumar. So today we are going to discuss about the energy of the particle in SHM. And also I am going to say a few points about angular SHM. So 2 points we are going to discuss today. So in the last class regarding SHM, that is simple harmonic motion, we discussed about what is an SHM. And then in the next class we discussed about what is the displacement, velocity and acceleration of the particle in SHM. So that is what we discussed here. And here in today's class what we are going to do, today's class we are going to discuss the energy of the particle in SHM. See here in the last class, see here in the case of SHM, see here what are the equations we got here. Like here x is equals to a sine omega t and velocity is equals to a omega cos omega t, and here acceleration is equals to minus a omega square sine omega t. So there are 3 equations we got. And see here if you observe here carefully here, suppose if you take suppose this is mean position, this is the extreme position plus a minus a, and here see what are the calculations we made. Like here see velocity is maximum at the mean position and velocity is 0 at the extreme position. And also see acceleration is 0 at the mean position and the acceleration is maximum at the extreme positions. See these are the things we discussed in the last class. And see here in the today's class what we are going to do. See here we are going to discuss about the energy of the particle, okay, energy of the particle in SHM. Means I think you already know about SHM means simple harmonic motion, where the acceleration is directly proportional to minus x. Okay, and also see remember this is also known as linear SHM. See why it is called linear SHM? See linear SHM means what? See we are discussing along either x-axis, either positive x-axis or negative x-axis, or positive y-axis or negative y-axis. So it means that we are discussing in a linear shape. Suppose we may also discuss in terms of angle also. So that one we will call it as angular SHM. Okay, that we will discuss later on. So today we are going to discuss about the energy of the particle in SHM. So what is the energy of the particle in SHM? See it will have both potential energy as well as kinetic energy also. Okay, first we'll start with our discussion with kinetic energy. Okay, what is the kinetic energy of the particle in SHM? See, kinetic energy. So we represent with the letter Ke, kinetic energy. So usually how we will define kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is equals to half mv square. Velocity. So where m is the mass of the particle and v is the velocity of the particle in SHM. But yes, the velocity can also be defined as v is equal to a omega cos omega t. So if we just substitute here, therefore what we will get here? See kinetic energy is equals to half m, okay, half m a square omega square cos square omega t. So this is the kinetic energy of the particle with respect to time. So we also have velocity is equals to omega root a square minus x square. Okay, either x or y, that's not a case. Anything you can use. Okay, so if I can substitute here, therefore see what the kinetic energy here. The kinetic energy is equals to half m. So in the place of velocity, I will substitute this one. Then here what I will get is omega square into a square minus x square. Okay, in terms of displacement. In terms of displacement you can use this. In terms of time you can use this one. Okay, see here there are 2 cases are possible. See the case 1. So what is the case 1 here? Like let us say at x is equal to 0. So 0 means what? X is equal to 0 means what? You are at mean position. Okay? You are at mean position. Therefore, you are at mean position when x is equal to 0. If x is equal to 0, see here what we got here. The kinetic energy is maximum. It is nothing but half m omega square a square. That's a kinetic energy maximum. Means what? At mean position. So at mean position the kinetic energy is maximum because the velocity is also maximum. Okay, now see here, this is the case 2 here. What the case 2? See here, let us say at x is equal to plus or minus a. Means on the either side. On the either side of the extreme position or the either side of the mean position. So x is equal to plus or minus a. Therefore, what the kinetic energy? The kinetic energy is minimum, that is 0. Why? See, if x is equal to a, then see here a square. A square means a square. So the kinetic energy is 0. And the velocity is also 0. Means here the kinetic energy is varying. And remember, even the kinetic energy is also varying sinusoidally. Okay, that we will discuss in the next one. You can now say, observe here carefully, the kinetic energy is maximum at the mean position and the kinetic energy is minimum at the extreme position. Okay, this is about kinetic energy. Okay, now say let us discuss about the potential energy. Okay, so let us discuss about. Okay, you can pause and you can copy. Okay, the same cases will come again once again. Say the potential energy. See a potential energy will represent with the letter PE. See here, this is the second one. The potential energy. So what is the potential energy here? See, potential energy comes through what? See, potential energy is nothing but the energy possessed by what? Particle by virtue of its position. So you should see your position. And also see carefully. Okay, I'll write this one also, please. Okay, see carefully here. The potential energy is also expressed as the negative of work done. Okay, see here in the last class what I said here, we have taken one spring mass system, and in the spring mass system, see here, if the displacement is x, then the restoring force F is there, and here we said that see force is equals to minus kx. Okay, and here the force is variable one. Therefore, say how you can calculate the work done here? Tell me. Say work done W is equals to integral F into dx. Okay. But here what is the integral f here? It's nothing but integral minus kx into dx. So therefore what is the work done here? Minus half kx square. That's the work done here. Okay, so here in the spring mass system, what is the work done here? The work done is minus half kx square. Okay, now here observe here carefully. Then here, what is the potential energy then? See, potential energy is usually defined as, okay, see potential energy is defined as the negative of work done. Therefore, negative work done means how much is the potential energy here? Say minus half kx square, it's nothing but half kx square. And we also know that see k is equals to m omega square. We discussed already this one. So therefore, what is the potential energy here? The potential energy is nothing but half m omega square x square. Okay, in terms of displacement. And you see x is equals to what? A sin omega t. Therefore, here what is the potential energy here? It's nothing but half m omega square a square sin square omega t. Okay? Okay? See, are you following what I am saying? See, potential energy is half m omega square a square sin square omega t. Now you can say, let us come here. Say at x is equal to 0. Say at x equal to 0. Then here, see if x equal to 0, what is the potential energy here? The potential energy is 0. But remember, the potential energy never be 0. Please remember that. Potential energy never be 0. Maybe initially some potential energy may be there. So that's why potential energy minimum is either 0 or we can also say it is minimum. Okay, see, because in some cases it may not be 0. See, in some cases already initially some energy may be present. So that's why when you are solving the problems, be careful. Don't say that mean position potential energy is 0. Okay, and the kinetic energy is maximum. Okay, kinetic energy is maximum, but at the same time, the potential may be zero or may not be zero. It depends upon the initial energy levels. So that you should be careful when you are solving the sums, especially in the NEET and IIT. Okay. Then see carefully, observe here. Okay. See here, see x is equal to plus or minus a. Therefore, see potential energy is maximum. See when x is equal to a, then see what you get here, half m omega square a square. This is the maximum potential energy. Okay. See a potential is maximum at extreme positions because the maximum displacement means maximum work done there. Okay. Why the potential is maximum at extreme position? Because you have done means that particular spring has done a lot of work here. As the spring has done a lot of work here, so potential is maximum at the extreme positions. And the kinetic energy is zero here because the velocity is zero here. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, then say let us look at another important one. This is called the total energy. Okay, you can pause and you can copy it. Okay, you can pause yourself and you can please copy it. Okay, so remember every time, see the notes making is very, very important, especially in physics. So you should make a wonderful notes. Okay, you should have your own ideas while you are discussing any topic. Because see, when you have a particular idea, then it's very easy to solve the problems. Because see, solving problems is not like, suppose see, learning concept is one level and solving problems is another level. Okay, both them may not be good. See, what are the concepts I am saying? They may not ask the same question. They'll ask a different question. But for the different question, you can use this particular idea and you can solve it. Okay, now see, let us talk about the total energy. Okay, so here, what is this total energy here? So, total energy of a particle in SHM, okay, is nothing but the sum of potential energy plus kinetic energy. Okay, so what is the potential energy we got here? See here we got half m omega square a square sine square omega t. And here what is the kinetic energy we got here? Half m omega square a square cos square omega t. See here what is the total energy? Just add them, total energy. See, it's nothing but let us take these two as common. Therefore, here half m omega square a square sine square omega t plus cos square omega t. So what is sine square omega t plus cos square omega t? That is 1. So therefore, here what is the total energy here? Total energy is half m omega square a square. Okay. Now here in this one, see half is constant, mass is constant, omega is constant, a is also constant, everything is constant. So that's it. Throughout this motion, see the total energy is always constant. You can see, observe here carefully. Suppose we have this mean position, this is extreme positions. Okay, here see everywhere the total energy is always constant. Okay, which is varying here? The potential energy and kinetic energy. So potential energy is minimum here and the kinetic energy is maximum here. But the sum is the total energy is always constant. And here see carefully here, the kinetic energy is minimum here, that is nothing but 0, plus the potential energy is maximum here. The same thing on the other side also. So means here the total energy of the particle in SHM is always constant. It doesn't change. Means if it is a damped, or if it is if some friction is there, or if some external forces are there, then the energy may change, or energy will be delivered in other form, like heat, like sound, or other forms. Okay, there is a different cases. Those cases we don't have now. See, we are having a simple frictionless surfaces. Okay, very smooth surfaces we are using, and the massless springs we are using here. Okay, so everything we are having a almost direct cases here. Okay, are you following so what I am saying here? Okay, so this is about total energy. Okay, then see carefully, see, then you can also represent the energy. See, we can also represent the energy in graphical form also. See here, once observe here carefully. So if we take like this, okay, see here this one is plus A, this one is minus A, and this one is mean position, and this is the energy here. Now here see at mean position, see this is mean position. At mean position, what we have here? So we have kinetic energy maximum. But here by the time you reach the either end, see what happened? The kinetic energy is 0. And see carefully, we got sine square omega, cos square omega t. Means what? It's a sinusoidal wave. Means here the energy is varying. See here, this is the kinetic energy curve. At extreme it is 0. And at mean position it is maximum. But here if you look at the potential energy, see potential energy is maximum at the extreme position. And it is 0 at the mean position. Okay, 0 or minimum. It is 0 or minimum. It depends upon the case. So this is called potential energy curve here. So what is the potential energy curve here? It's nothing but see potential energy is maximum at the extreme position and minimum at the mean position, and again maximum at the extreme position. So it is varying. See, many a time the question they'll ask definitely what is that one. Suppose the frequency of the particle is F, then what is the kinetic energy frequency? See the frequency. So this is very, very important. The frequency of kinetic energy is 2F. So how you can say this one? How you can say, see here, the kinetic energy is changing. See here, so it is changing two times. See here, for example, see here, see this is, see starting with maximum, again minimum, again maximum, again minimum, and again maximum. See here, see how many times the energy is changing here. So it is changing 2 times. So that's why the frequency of kinetic energy is 2F. The frequency of the particle is F. Then the frequency of kinetic energy is 2F here. Or if not, see, okay, I said in one way. If you are having any other way of saying this is 2F, please kindly let me know that one. Okay? Okay, are you following so what I am saying here? Okay, then see carefully. Then here you can observe here, see kinetic energy and potential energy are equal at 2 points. So where they are equal? See carefully, see here. We got kinetic energy is equals to potential energy. What is the kinetic energy formula here? It is half m omega square into a square minus x square. This one half m omega square into x square. Therefore half m omega square cancel. Therefore what we have here, a square minus x square is equal to x square. Therefore a square is equals to 2x square. Therefore x square is equals to a square by 2. Therefore x is equal to how much here? A by root 2. Okay, are you following so what I am saying? See here x value is a by root 2. See x value is a by root 2 means what? See here means either plus or minus. See carefully here, let us take this one is a by root 2 minus a by root 2 and this one is also plus a by root 2. Means you see at these 2 points, see the potential energy and kinetic energy are equal. Okay, see this is another regular question they will ask in IIT. Like you see at which point the kinetic energy and potential energy are equal. Or someday they may ask kinetic energy is 3/4 of potential energy. So in that case just use this particular formula, then you will get that answer. Okay, are you following so what I am saying here? Okay, see here, see what is the energy of the particle in SHM? One is the potential energy, kinetic energy and total energy. The total energy is always constant. So potential energy is maximum at extreme position and minimum at the mean position. And the kinetic energy of the particle is maximum at mean position and it is minimum at extreme position or 0 at extreme positions. Okay, see here in the next video what I will do means I may be discussing about the simple pendulum. But in future, one more video what I will do, I will say the various problems in this energy and also regarding SHM, some standard sums are there. Okay, I'll do those problems and I'll show you. Okay. Okay, then see carefully, let us discuss about another important one. See, this is called angular SHM. Okay, angular SHM. So what do you mean by what do you mean by this angular SHM? See here angular SHM means, okay, just like we have our regular SHM, that is linear SHM. So similarly here what we'll discuss in terms of angle. And also here, So instead of force here, we use torque here. Okay, the torque case is applied in the case of angular SHM. The force is applied, the force case is applied in the case of linear SHM. Okay, that I will discuss in regarding torsional pendulum. I will tell you how the torque is used here. Okay, now see, let us see carefully the angular SHM. What is this angular SHM? See, just like suppose if a body is vibrating, if a body is oscillating, see the theta is varying here. So therefore here what we know, we will take, okay, see here I will make two parts here. Say let us take, see theta is equals to the theta naught sine omega t plus or minus pi. Okay, means what is this theta naught here? See, just like earlier what we discussed here, see just like x is equals to a sine omega t plus or minus pi. In the same model, here also the same. See, the linear and angular both are one and the same, but here we will take in terms of angle. Then what is this theta naught here? Theta naught is called the maximum angular amplitude. What is this is called? This is called maximum angular amplitude. So here we will call it as the maximum amplitude. Okay, or the maximum displacement of the vibrating particle. So this one is angular amplitude, the maximum angular amplitude, that is theta. And theta is what? Means nothing but the displacement or the angle made by the particle at any instant of time. Okay, that is theta is equals to theta naught sine omega t plus or minus pi. Whether it is in SHM or not, that we should find. Then how we can prove, and how we can prove it is in SHM or not. So let us take omega, see angular velocity. Angular velocity. See, let us call it as omega dash. See, omega dash is equals to d theta by dt. Therefore, here omega dash is equals to the derivative of, see what is theta here? See, theta naught sine omega t plus or minus pi. Therefore, here what is omega dash here? See, the derivative of sine is cos, and the derivative of omega t is what? Omega t is omega, so therefore cos omega t plus or minus pi, and here theta naught into omega. Okay, so this is omega dash, nothing but the angular velocity, and the angular velocity is maximum when this one becomes 0. See, cos 0 is 1, so here maximum angular velocity is how much? Theta naught into omega. That's the maximum angular velocity, and minimum is how much? This one is 90. Then cos 90 is 0. Then you will get a minimum angular velocity. Okay, then here see we have angular acceleration. See here, observe here. This is angular acceleration. So angular acceleration repeat me later alpha. So the alpha is equals to d omega by dt. Okay, therefore here see alpha is equals to, so what is d omega by dt? Okay, here d omega dash by dt. So therefore here derivative of, okay, see here derivative of, see here what is omega dash here? See theta naught into omega, okay, cos omega t plus pi. Okay, therefore see what is the derivative here? See what you will get here, so theta naught, okay, derivative of omega t is omega, so already omega is there, so theta naught omega square, and the derivative of cos is minus sine omega t plus or minus pi, that is alpha here. But here once observe here, theta naught sine omega t plus or minus pi is equal to what? Theta. Therefore here the alpha can be written as minus omega square into theta. Very important one. Therefore here see alpha is directly proportional to minus theta. See, this is what we discussed in SHM. In SHM, see what is the principle of SHM here? Means alpha or the angular acceleration or the acceleration is always directly proportional to displacement, and it is always negative, means it always directed towards mean position. So this is also the same. Okay, so here alpha is directly proportional to minus theta, means what? The angular acceleration means now instead of linear acceleration, now it is angular acceleration. Is directly proportional to the angle. So this is nothing but an angular SHM. Okay, or if not, say you can also write, okay, so here I am rubbing this particular part. Okay, see here, you can also write here. Say alpha means what here? Say alpha is nothing but angular acceleration. So angular acceleration can be written as here d omega dash by d theta, or if not d by d theta of d, say d omega dash means what? D theta by dt. So this is dt. Okay? Okay, na? Okay, then here what is alpha here? The alpha is nothing but d square theta by dt square. Okay? Hey, you just look at this one. See here alpha plus omega square theta is equals to 0. Or if not, see d square theta by dt square plus omega square theta is equal to 0. So here what is this one? This one is called the differential equation of SHM. Okay, differential equation of angular SHM. Okay? Okay, good. Now see carefully here, see what are the things we discussed today. See, we discussed about the energy of the particle in SHM, that is potential energy, kinetic energy and total energy. The total energy of the particle in SHM is always constant. That's the first case we discussed. In the second case is what? We discussed about angular SHM. Just like linear SHM, the angular SHM is what? With respect to angle, we are describing how the SHM can be calculated. Okay, regarding with respect to angle. See why this particular angular SHM is useful? In order to understand torsional pendulum and in order to understand physical pendulum. So there we use torque. In terms of torque, we will do that particular sum. So that's why we need these. Okay. So okay, thank you all. Thank you all. This is Vision Physics classes. Thank you all. Please kindly watch and subscribe to my channel.